smells something.
It smells so good in here. We are kicking off our Insta Foodie Winter Cooking Week with a Michigan mom who's also an influencer with over 2 million followers on Instagram. Pardon us. Her recipes are healthy, easy, and delicious. Please welcome the feel-good foodie, Yumna Jawad. Yumna?
Perfect. Thank you.
I want to make sure I say it.
Yes.
Great to have you with us. Congrats
so
on the followers.
Thank you.
Tell us everything. We've been stimulated
by the aromas,
our appetites,
smelling it, yep.
since we got here this morning, smelling your food.
Yes.
Is this what everything you make smells like?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Welcome to my house. This is what it always smells like, and then taste testing everything all day long. So
how did you get started in all this?
So basically, I started. 2013, and I just basically, I had young kids, and I decided I have to beef up my cooking. I'm like, you know what? I really need to learn a few things. So I started learning publicly on Instagram, and before I knew it, people wanted recipes. I'm like, what do you want a recipe from me? Like, who am I? But it was approachable, it was easy, it was healthy, and everybody wanted it.
And it's inspired, your cooking is inspired by the Mediterranean diet?
Exactly. I'm actually Lebanese, and so I love to throw in some Mediterranean flavor in there. So there's lots of garlic and lemons and vegetables and greens, and
It's so healthy.
It's so healthy.
Okay, let's get started.
Yes.
Where do we begin?
All right, so a lot of soups start with the mirepoix. So what we're gonna do, maybe Kelly have you, mirepoix is fancy way of saying, you know, celery, carrots, and onions. So let's throw those in the pot and get them sizzling. And then next we have, once you sizzle those for a few minutes, then you throw in the garlic. And notice the garlic is kind of pureed.
Yeah.
What I do, actually, this is a really cool tip, is I puree a bunch of garlic in advance.
Like you save it?
3 months in advance. I throw it in a food processor.
This right now is the smell of what everything should smell like.
Yeah.
It does smell great.
Ryan, do you want to try to sizzle? Do you want to try to give us a couple pulses?
Try, of course.
Well, because sometimes
the lid falls off.
Because obviously Yumna's seen our show where usually the food processor doesn't work.
So I step back a little bit.
So when you, this garlic trick, just so you freeze the garlic, then you use it another time. You don't have to get your hands all garlic up.
So what you do is you throw a bunch in here, you freeze it up, and you can put it in these baggies. You can use a knife to separate it into little portions. Okay. And then it literally lasts 3 months.
Let's check on Kelly over here.
So Kelly is just throwing
salt, pepper, and herbs.
Perfect. You got it.
Yum.
So after that's sizzled, yeah, that's basically it. So that's how all of my soups start. And then this is a Mediterranean flavor with the oregano and the garlic.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna add some broth and beans. So we've got over there 6 cups of vegetable broth.
Okay.
This is a vegan recipe, so we're keeping it.
You know, Ryan is very, very vegan.
Yes, and I'm very plant forward, as I like to say.
Me too.
Yes.
I am mostly
I've decided not to be too rigid. I eat mostly plant-based, but if there's a great steak, I like it.
Yeah, that's how I feel too, yep.
I am.
And this
Am I putting this in there?
Yep, and this is canned beans. I like to make it quick and easy. Canned beans are wonderful. And beans have so much calcium in them. Actually, I think even more than milk, which people don't know. Like, it's wonderful.
Okay.
So this is basically the base of the recipe. So you're gonna let this simmer for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes if you really wanted to get the flavors going. Also, what you could do is you can use an immersion blender. Yeah, we can use an immersion blender here and just kind of puree a little bit if you wanted a thicker. Yeah,
great.
but what I do is I just kind of mush the beans a little bit, just so it can give it a little bit of a thicker, starchier base.
And all of these fun things over here.
This is the fun part of the recipe. So now what we're gonna do is we've got 2 of them that have already been cooking. So let's put this down here.
And you can sort of add what you like.
Yes, and so this is the fun part of the recipe. This kind of recipe that you can just throw whatever you have in the fridge left over.
No kidding.
Yes, and so I like to do, the base of my recipe, I do spinach in there. So you can do, so Ryan, why don't you do that
Do you mind if I just...
Kelly, why don't you do this one?
This one here?
Yes.
I will do that.
And some mushrooms.
Oh, I see. So we added...
you do one and you do
Sorry,
another.
I was like making my own...
Build your own soup.
I was making my own sort of pot.
One of my pet peeves is like food waste. So I love like on a Sunday to just kind of
put it all in there.
Throw it all in there.
Great.
Yes. You can do corn. You can do spinach, kale, collard greens. You can throw in shredded chicken if you wanted to make it non-vegan.
Is there anything you can't put in it? I think that's the question. Really, anything goes, right?
I think anything goes. Also, if you wanted to make it creamy and stick to like a vegan base, cashew milk.
Yes, the cashew milk is so good.
So good. And Ryan makes his own pecan milk. So I mean,
Ryan milks. He gets those little pecan nipples.
That's impressive.
He gets that little piquante.
I've never done that.
Years of training.
That is amazing.
Yes, he's a very...
And if you're doing the version with chicken, you can add chicken, you can add different...
I'm putting corn in mine.
You can add corn.
Yes, exactly.
You can add cheese, Parmesan cheese.
Yes, and when you're done with this, you can add a dollop of yogurt if you wanted to for more of a Mediterranean flavor. You can add some Parmesan cheese. You can keep it vegan as is. Such a great way to use up leftovers. Such a good way to just have the family eating everything.
Well, it smells delicious. Where can we taste it?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Can we taste out of here?
Yeah. So here, Ryan, you can take from this, or you can ladle your own. I love that you put mushrooms in there.
Hey, make sure you get all the information on this on our website if you want to check out the delicious soup.
Oh, good.
Hot! That's our 100 Iron Live fan of the day. Oh, my God.
If you would like to try any of the recipes you see this week on Live, just log on to our website.